Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Zura, my friends call me Zuzu. Today is Friday and that's why I'm wearing this African print dress. It's a native Friday for me normally. So Fridays you'll find me dressed like this, traditional wear. So today, guess where I am guys? Today I'm actually seated in a cabin crew training classroom, right? And I thought maybe I should give you guys a tour of what an approved cabin crew training classroom looks like. By the way, you see those pretty girls and handsome guys that you guys see on the aircraft. Those guys undergo intensive training before they actually start working on the aircraft. Like they do like almost about 10 subjects or so, if I'm not mistaken. Am I exaggerating? I know they have to do like aviation medicine, which is like first aid in case of any medical situation, emergency on the aircraft. They're taught how to handle different medical emergencies, and then they have to undergo aviation security training, dangerous goods, safety equipment, CRM. It's a lot. It's actually a lot, guys. So like they sit in class and actually do the training before they get their license to fly. Do you understand? So today I am in a classroom that is approved. You don't just sit in any classroom and start to train cabin crew. No, the CAA, which is the Civil Aviation Authority, it depends on which country, normally would approve the training classroom. It's supposed to meet certain requirements, like there should be alternative routes in case of an emergency. There should be like a cabin class like this. There should be pictures of the cabin, aircraft cabin, normally of the aircraft type which the school teaches and all that. So what else? There should be there shouldn't be any like, no, actually it should be conducive enough, like, you know, there should be ACs and fans or whatever. It should be conducive for learning. So when you set the classroom up, the CAA will come and inspect before they actually authorize you to use that classroom for training. If you decide to go anywhere else, they can just cancel the training. Do you understand? It's that serious. It's that serious. So where do we start from now? Let me just show you guys around, right, so that you guys can see what the classroom looks like. So guys, this is actually the front door to the classroom. Well, from outside, this is the door. You come in here, and right next to it there is this is actually a seat from the flight deck, which is the cockpit. I don't know, before they used to call it cockpit. These days I don't know where the name flight deck came from. Oh yeah, they now call it flight deck. This here is a flip chart. Let me turn the camera. Like, this is a flip chart for the instructors if they need to, you know, write anything to show the students. So that's the flip chart. Usually, of course, we have to provide whiteboard markers. Then this is where they do the projection. Whatever the instructor is projecting, yeah, it has to be. Yeah, this actually is one of the requirements for NCAA. There should be a projector. So you're not just going to come and do anyhow. You need to project whatever you're teaching on there. And that's the projector up there. If you guys can see it. Yeah, right here. This is a cabinet where we keep most of the safety equipment, but I don't think they're in here right now. But most of the time you'll find, like, I think there's something here. This is a smoke goggle in case of smoke. And what else? Normally you will find gloves, you know, fire gloves, and what else? Training equipment that students use, and oxygen masks, you know, those drop down oxygen masks in case of an emergency. Then here we have the instructor's seat, and then that's the instructor's table. In this back down here, there is dummies that they use for aviation medicine when they're training. So you see there's an adult, There's an adult. There should be a baby somewhere. Yeah, there is a baby here. Let me get her out. There is a baby because they teach them how to do CPR and all those things. I can't get her out. But if you see, well, there's a baby in there. You see the tiny hand? Yeah, there's a baby dummy there too, which they use to practice. Yeah, for medical emergencies. It's right under there. Okay, now this is the whole classroom. This one sits, I think, it's supposed to sit about 20 of them. Yeah, 20 of them. You can see 2 per desk. So normally, this classroom is for cabin crew. Flight dispatch cannot use this class. Why? Because even if they do, they would normally sit 1 per desk, not 2. But this is cabin crew, so they can sit 2 per desk. The reason flight dispatch cannot use this classroom is, you know who flight dispatch are? Flight dispatch are the ground pilots. They are the ones that will calculate the amount of fuel the aircraft will need. They're the ones that will tell the pilot in case of an emergency landing, which airport the aircraft can land to, all those stuff. So yeah, those ones, they have a different classroom. Even if they were to use this one, I don't think the CAA would allow that because they normally use charts, and those charts spread out on the table. And if it's 2 people per, everybody is supposed to have their own chart. So if it's 2 people on the table, because the charts are really big, this table cannot take 2 charts. So even if they had to use this classroom, it's supposed to be 1 person per desk. But then again, the other reason flight dispatch cannot use this classroom is because of the pictures. In their classroom, they're supposed to have pictures of the cockpit as well, flight deck, and then they're supposed to have en route charts and all that, which we don't have in this classroom. So flight dispatch cannot use this classroom. They have their own different classroom. Maybe I will show you guys that another day. Here we have a picture of the Embraer ERJ 135145. This aircraft, I think, is one of the most common aircrafts in this country, Nigeria, not just this country, sef. I think Airpeace have ERJ, Nigeria, Eagle, UMSA. Actually a lot of them. I think most of them do ERJ. Then this is a picture of the Embraer Legacy 600, 650 in the flight deck, the cockpit. That's just a picture of it. And then here we just have decor, and then here next to the decor we have a picture of the cabin of the Embraer Legacy. The other one was the flight deck. So I just kept my bags there while I do this. As we go on to the back, we'll see this table here is we use this to serve breakfast normally. So that's the kettle for breakfast, and then we'll put their tea supplies here, different types of tea, coffee, sugar, and all that. And then this is one of the ACs in the classroom. This here is one of the ACs. Then we have a water dispenser right there for the students. And then this is what they call a half trolley. This is actually not the full one. This is a half trolley. If you see the shot, it's a half trolley. And this actually, I don't even know where this came from because it has almost everything inside. Some trays, plates, some cups right there. So yeah, this is a half trolley. There's a full one which is actually longer, but I think it's in the corridor somewhere outside. And these are the brake pedals. You press the green, you move, press the red, stop. So yeah, here we have this at the back of the classroom. We have a picture of the Airbus A380. Yeah, that's a big one actually. We also train Airbus A380. So I didn't show you guys. Right here is one of the exits. Remember I told you guys there should be alternative exit routes, right? So this here is one of the exits in case of an emergency. And then the other exit is there. So that's 3 doors now that we have. So that is very okay. At the back here, we also have extra seats, just in case. Because sometimes during the classes, you have inspectors coming in to do their inspection and then make their report. Right, moving on to the next picture. This is now the aircraft, the whole aircraft. The other one was just the cabin. This one is the aircraft, Airbus A3 300 series, right? This is the Airbus. That's the another exit, and that's another AC. Remember, the classroom needs to be conducive before it is approved. That's the other AC here. So this is the view of the classroom from the back. Very nice, right? Very, very, very nice. So yeah, actually this week we didn't have any training. It was last week, I think, that there was training. There was no training this week, but next week this classroom is going to be very, very, very full, like full to the brim. So yeah, guys, this is what an approved training cabin crew classroom looks like. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think about it. Yeah, so guys, that's just the tour of the classroom. This is what it looks like basically. I hope you guys like it. In case you know anyone, if you're in Nigeria and maybe you want to do a cabin crew training, it's not easy. Or you should not come thinking it's easy. It's not easy at all. But if you set your mind to it, if you have the passion for it and you set your mind to it, it's actually easy, right? So yeah, if you know anyone who wants to do a cabin crew training, hit me up, right? And then thank you guys so much for my subscribers so far, guys. My channel is growing small, low, and it's all thanks to you guys. It's all thanks to you guys. I haven't been able to put out content this week much like that. It's been a bit of a busy week for me, but I hope I'll make it up for you guys. I'll definitely make up for the ones I've missed. Definitely make up for it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye bye. I'm out of here.